Nearly 2 weeks in that chair now. Are you feeling more adept to the role, a bit more settled down?
Yeah, it feels about 3 months, mate. To be honest with you, the work, but it's been brilliant. Settled in. Um, just like I said before, just taking one day at a time and organising and getting the session and the planning and um, chatting with players, chatting with staff. So it's been good. Had a really good week this week. Um, Application and the lads taking on the information. It's been excellent.
So they're still day by day. Is it very much still like that, or have you been told that that Stockport is yours, for example, or that you'll have at least until a certain date?
No, I'm told nothing. I don't expect to hear. Um, the club, the way the club operates is very professional and very to the point, and we got on with our jobs for as long as that needs to be done. And yeah, it's just like I say, it's just a case of day by day, and anything could happen. But like I've said before, we just need to keep the ship moving forward.
Did you think you'd have this long, or do you not really think of it like that?
Honestly, never actually had any preconceptions about anything. It was all pretty quick, and then the announcement was made, and it was literally right. Let's plan training, and then we went to the next day, and then we planned for Grimsby, and now this week we're planning for Stockport. So it's literally day by day, and we'll see where that takes us.
Even if you do only have one or two games in charge or in joint charge, you'll still be in the record books because Notts have never drawn 5-5 before Saturday. Now the dust has settled. Was that just one of those crazy games that football sometimes throws up?
Yeah, I think so. There's loads of stuff when we dissected it that we could have done better. We know that, and we've had a good week in trying to point those little points out and those little bits of detail. And like I said, the lads have taken on the information really, really well. They've been really receptive in the meetings, chatting about it. There's no finger pointing. It's how can we get better. Everything's about us and moving forward, and no victim mentality. So from that point of view, it's been excellent. And like you say, it's just maybe one of those games, but when we dissect it, there's definitely stuff that we can learn from and can kick us forward.
I'm sure that you're conceding more goals than you would like to. How difficult is it for you when, as you say, it's day by day to try and implement something or to tweak something when someone could come in tomorrow and change whatever that might have been? Or have you been given the freedom? Have you been told, look, do what you think is best, do what you think is right?
Well, basically, we've just tried to keep it as consistent as possible. As I said last week, we didn't want to go down the route of making too many changes and upsetting the consistency. And then if a new manager comes in and he wants to put his own changes in, then that's three different ways of playing in the same season, and I think that would be detrimental to the squad. So yes, we are working in the short term, but I think we're working around the long term as well for the lads and for the club, and that's the way we've chose to go. And like I've said before, there's loads of stuff, and yeah, it's frustrating, and we don't get little bits of detail right, but it's not one individual's fault to fix or a unit. It's the whole team, it's the whole squad, and we're all together in that, and we take responsibility as a whole.
9 goals conceded in the last two games, but back-to-back clean sheets at home. Is that, particularly when you're playing the league leaders in Stockport, is that something that you try to lean on this week?
Well, I'd like a clean sheet, yeah. I don't want to go through all those emotions again because that was stressful. But yeah, look, we've played Stockport recently. We know their strengths. We know that we can be dangerous as well, and it's about putting the game in our favour. And we've worked this week towards that. I've seen some video clips of when we played against Stockport, and ultimately we're at home and we want to put our stamp on the game. And but I think we need to get away from the home and away thing, because we want to put our stamp on every game, whether we're at home or away. Sometimes the game for example, Saturday might take you to a certain point, lose an early goal or 2 down after 15 minutes, and you need to dig yourself out of that hole. So sometimes the game takes you to certain places where you don't really want to be, but on the whole, and we want to get the mentality of, no, we want to put our stamp on the game and be us and look like us.
How excited are you to be in the dugout at Meadow Lane in front of 10,000 people plus?
Well, I don't know, I might be playing yet. I've been alright in training this week, so I might be starting. But yeah, it's personally really proud moment. Things could change, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not trying not to think too much about myself and try and just keep us moving. Whatever's best for the team, and trying to help the lads see the pictures and try to keep the lads up and not be too negative about the conceding 5 goals away from home, because although, like I said before, there's loads to work on, but there was plenty of positives to take from the game as well. And yeah, exciting, but ultimately it's not really about me, is it? It's about the lads on the pitch.
Well, I got one more question that I would like to make about you. To go back a few years, the first ever goal that not scored in non-league football was you against Stockport, and a very good goal as well, 25 yards out. Have you been showing the lads that this week, saying, look, that's what I want you to do on Saturday?
No, because I got my hip up to quite a level then. I don't think I could do that anymore, so I can't show them those clips. But no, again, it's another little personal interesting fact, and first goal in the National League, and yeah, a little interesting fact. But no, they won't be seeing any of that.
All right, good luck Saturday.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Adam. Over to you, Sam Allen.
Yeah, hi Jim. You sort of touched on it already, but I guess the most important thing for you and the other coaches that have been helping you has just been about maintaining the status quo, I guess, in terms of preparation and structure and everything like that.
Yeah, well, structure's a big thing for us at the football club, and in and out of possession. And we've just been trying to work on that this week. And like I said, we're looking at Stockport, and it's fresh in the lads' minds because we played them recently. So yeah, it's been a real positive week, and I've been really happy with training. So from that point of view, it feels like we're ready to go.
Yeah, you sort of said it there, but how have you made of how the players have reacted, I guess, to this change, and how receptive they've been to you, I guess?
Yeah, well, I think like they've shown me respect. They've shown the staff respect, and the way that they've went about their work and their application to it and taking on the information. I think that's been a real positive. Obviously, a tough couple of days at the back end of last week, or the week before. Sorry, it's been that long now. When the news broke, that was a tough couple of days. Trying to lift people, but it's literally we've got to pick things up and we've got to move it forward, and that was very evident from the start of last week. And yeah, the reaction's been superb, and as I said, the respect factor that they've shown myself and the staff, it's been excellent.
I said to Carl, really, these next few weeks are going to be a real sort of litmus test for the team, I guess, with the challenges you've got on paper coming up, playing sort of all those teams around the top and around you as well. It's really going to show, I guess, whether this team's got what it takes to be up there at the end of the season. Yeah,
and it's a good test for the mentality. See where it takes us, and I'm not thinking too far ahead, but from a player's point of view, they might be, and going into this little group of games. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but it's nothing we've not faced before, and it's nothing we've not coped with before. And like I say, we'll kind of cross that bridge when we come to it, and we'll tick the games off as they go, but full focus on Stockport on Saturday.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Notts TV.
Hi, Jim. So obviously it's only the one game that you've had at the minute managing, but already, like you said, taking it day by day, but are there things that you've sort of already picked up on that work better than others with the team?
Well, I think we've been really, really successful in the way that we've done things, and you can make tweaks, and you can maybe change what kind of meeting you've got, or what the content of what you're going to show in a video meeting, or little things like that, and things going on around the club. But I think on the whole, we've had success here in the last 18 months. So, as I said before, we're working very short term, and day by day, or the week for the game and the preparations, but thinking long term, no disruption, as minimal disruption to the players as possible. And I felt, and we felt as staff, that was the way to go and the way to approach it. So that's the way we'll continue to do it. And as I said before, like, we don't want to have 3 different ways of playing in the one season, because I think that would derail us. And so that's the way we're operating day to day.
And obviously, a lot more work for you to do now than if you were just playing. But is your preparation for a game, I guess mentally for a game against a team like Stockport, still similar?
Oh yeah, like still a player, still can be used, still available for selection. Yeah, the tough thing is the hours, and you're putting in the planning, and the sessions, the content of the sessions, and the meetings after and stuff like that. It's more the time, obviously with training as well. But it's been great. I've really enjoyed it, and the staff have been so supportive, and taking things off my hands and organising this and that, and been really on the ball with the organisation and stuff. So from that point of view, it's been an easier transition than I thought it would be. But like we say, day to day, and we'll see how we go. And the preparation in terms of what the back end of the week looks like, there'll not be much change in that. It's more because we do a lot of work at the start of the week, then it can be tiring. But towards the back end of the week, it's more lighter. It's more tactical stuff, walkthroughs. It becomes a little bit easier to manage in terms of, from my own point of view, in terms of being able to train in high tempo and still drive it and organise and plan.
And obviously as well, Notts County, obviously you're the most goals scored this year in the league. Stockport are close behind. Can we sort of expect a lot of goals this weekend, or do you think it'll be a bit tighter at the back for both sides?
Well, I'm really hoping it's not a 5-5. So, like I said before, we watched Stockport. We know they're dangerous. We know they're a good side. Again, we've said that we've played them recently. I feel we know where we can get better, and the lads this week have been receptive to that information and have taken it on board. And you can see they're like, yeah, I see, I understand. We know we're going with that, and video meetings, and it's run by the players sometimes, and they're saying it before we need to say it, which is great. So we know where we need to get better, and we'll do our best to make that happen.